Alright, welcome back everybody. We are going to do a pod review today on a pepper right over here. And that's called the elephant pepper or elephant pepper. I'm not exactly sure how it's said, but it's that one hanging right about there. You probably can't see it behind all that mess. But we're going to pick that sucker off for you. It's just about 100% ripe. And we'll bring this out into the light a little bit. Okay. So, what this is, what you're looking at here, is basically, I'll give you the right lighting here. This is basically a embroidered pepper. I believe it originates from Russia. I'm not 100% sure. I'll put all that information down in the description below. But I grow a number of embroidered peppers, the Albanian Red Ha. I grow the Macedonia, Rezha Macedonia pepper, and obviously this one now. And there's the Venza paprika. I think that there's one out there that's another embroidered pepper that's like a very short version, almost jalapeno-like embroidered pepper. And there's another one that's like a cayenne, and it's really long and skinny, but it's a cayenne type pepper, and it's highly embroidered. So I'm trying to locate that. I don't even know what the name of that one is. But here's this one. And it's a nice, very beautiful looking pepper. Nicely embroidered, and I'm pretty sure it'll be quite productive. It wasn't so productive this year, mainly because I crowd my plants out. But one of the reasons why I crowd my plants out like this is because I proof them first. Then I winter them over, and then I bring them out into the garden, and I plant them out, and I let them go to their full extent, if they survive the winter. But the main reason why I do that is because I want to make sure what I'm growing is actually the pepper I bought. So I proof my peppers first, and that's why we didn't get a ton of these, but you got enough here, you got enough evidence here to tell you that yes, this is the correct variety of pepper. And now next year we can work on production. We could grow it out in the the outside out there, and we can see how many pods come off the thing. But yeah, that's a gorgeous little pepper here, guys. Look at that. You know, close up of that skin. You see how that skin is all like embroidered? It's not heavily embroidered. I mean, the Macedonian, the Rezha Macedonian, it gets extremely embroidered. Similar to like a farmer's market jalapeno. The farmer's market is not necessarily considered an embroidered pepper. That's more like a skin of a cantaloupe that thing gets. It's a little bit different. It's not really considered an embroidered pepper. The embroidered peppers get these horizontal cracks in it. You can see it kind of just transcends all the way down to the bottom. Just a gorgeous little pepper. So I don't know if it's hot or not, but we will soon find out. So let's turn you around and give that baby a go. Alright, here we are. We're doing another pod review today. It's going to be on this pepper right here. This pepper is called the elephant pepper. And don't know much about it. I think it's from Russia. But there is some information on the net about it, so I'll put that information in the description below, and then you can read about it there. So here it is. This is what it looks like. Now this is an embroidered pepper, and like most embroidered peppers, they dry out like cayennes very easily. Now this is a very large pepper, and these can get even bigger than this. Okay, and these will dry out on the plant within like a week. They'll literally turn into a skin. So it's really a good drying pepper, believe it or not. But if you pick them fresh while they're still thick on the skin, then you can eat it fresh like that if you want to. But they do dry out on a plant very easily. So that's it. Ooh, that's the elephant trunk. Look at that. Look at an elephant's trunk. Wow. I'm losing it, guys. There it is. Let's give it a bite. Okay, so let's get into the taste of the pepper. There is heat on it, so let the heat build a little. First of all, I just want to show you the skin. Where can I get you? In the right part of the sun. I put it right next to my eyeball. I'll probably get a seed in my eye. I'll be screaming. It doesn't want to focus. But if you look at the skin on it, if you can see, it's relatively pretty thin. It's thin like a cayenne, The cap looks very much like a cayenne type of cap, except it's a large pepper. So it's a kind of strange pepper. So let's go over the taste. Generally, it has, I don't know, it has a kind of funny taste to it. There's a little bit of an undertone to it, or an overtone, if you will. And it's a little on the strange side, but the general part of the pepper, it's hard to say what category it would fall into. It doesn't taste like habanero, and it doesn't taste like necessarily bell pepper, though it has some sweetness like a bell pepper when it's fresh and wet like that. But it has like kind of a, if you were to like give it like a flavor profile area to put in, it kind of has like a cayenne type of flavor a little bit, but not exactly. It's a little different than that. Now, it does have a sweetness to it. It is quite sweet, this pepper. And the skins on this, just so you know, you can see the embroideredness on there. Now, that's not bad in general, but some people might be off-put by that. I didn't really find a problem with it. I chewed it up nice, and I was fine with it, but some people might have a problem with that texture. I'm here to tell you that it's not a big deal. You could eat it just the way it is, and you don't really have to worry about texture. But the flavor is nice. It has a nice kind of a flavor, but again, there's like an undertone or an overtone to it that's a little bit, I don't know, maybe earthy would be a word you'd use to describe it, kind of an earthy tone, but I don't know, it's kind of hard to say. There's something going on there. Now, as far as the heat is relatively pretty low. This last bite I took was probably somewhere around, I'd say maybe 2,500 on the Scovilles, but I would imagine this pepper can actually go up in heat quite a bit. I'm not sure what the Scoville rating is on this, but I would imagine it could get as hot as a regular cayenne. And I would think that it would probably go up to between 15,000 and 20,000 potentially. It's just a few bites that I took. The heat is relatively low. It's like 25. So as far as the way the heat is affecting my tongue, it's just kind of tingling the tip a little bit. It's heating up the roof of my mouth, like where the teeth meet the gum, and on the inside of the roof, a little bit like there where I chewed it. It's heating up in the back of my throat, but like a warm, glowing type of burn. It's kind of strange, to be honest with you. It's heating up in the tonsils a little bit. And that's really it. It's really not, it's nothing major. No, there's no major burn on it. Again, like I said, this one was maybe 2,500 on the Scoville. I would say these probably could get much hotter than that. It's just this particular one was generally low Scoville. Now, next year I will grow this outside, and so we'll get some monster pods. These pods can get really big. That's why they named it, I think, elephant. It's not elephant trunk. There is a pepper named elephant trunk. This isn't elephant trunk. This is, it's just called elephant pepper, but you would imagine they would probably named it because it looks kind of like a trunk. It gets like a hook, and it looks kind of like a trunk. So maybe that's why they named it that. But I'm pretty sure they can get quite big. So we'll grow it out next year. We'll see how big we can get these things, and we'll do another taste test on it, and we'll see if, it gets any hotter from growing it directly in the ground in direct sunlight, because a lot of times that will affect the Scovilles as well. So, but anyway, that's really it, guys. That was your pod review for the elephant pepper. I will leave whatever information I can get from the internet. I'll put it in the description below. You could also visit the website and read about it there. And remember, anytime I do any updates to the description, it's usually just going to be on the website. I don't waste my time on the videos. So any updating I'm going to do, always check the website to see if I updated the description there. I will also leave a link below where you could pick up seeds and give this one a grow for yourself if it's something you might want to try and give it a go. Alright, so that was it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care.